Medway. Welcome to the third vlog in Medway in Minutes, your guide to everything town meeting. My name's Sandy Johnston, and this vlog is all about everything you need to know about town meeting. I'm sitting here in the auditorium at Medway High School, where the meeting will take place next Tuesday, November 12th, starting at 7 o'clock. We'll walk you through everything you need to know, from getting to the high school, finding a parking space, checking in, and finding a seat. So let's get started. So when you walk through the front door of the high school, you're going to come into the lobby, and right away you're going to see a bunch of tables with volunteers. Go up to any one of the volunteers, give your last name, first name, address, and you'll be given the town warrant and a clicker. Then when you come through these doors, you need to find your seat. So to the left over here is where staff from town sit that are non-residents. They are not allowed to vote. However, everywhere else in the auditorium is open to anybody who's a resident and is allowed to vote. Before attending the town meeting, be sure to review the warrant. There are 23 articles up for discussion, so there's a lot of important information to go over. To help break it down, let's talk to Allison Potter, the Assistant Town Manager, for some insights.
It's Allison Potter. I'm the Assistant Town Manager here in Medway, and I'm going to take a few minutes to review the November 12th, 2024 Fall Town Meeting warrant. Article number 1 is proposes to amend the zoning bylaws to accommodate a state law requiring MBTA and MBTA adjacent communities, which Medway is, to establish zoning that will allow for development of multifamily housing by right at a density prescribed by the state. The proposed areas are West Street between 15 and 29 and 29 Stone Street, Main Street down by 39 Main Street, and Glenbrook, which is 31 West Street to 39 and Glenbrook Way. Article 2 proposes to borrow $7.9 million to design a town hall and public safety complex at 120 Main Street, the former Medway block. You can search Town of Medway on YouTube to get more information about the need for the new buildings at this site. Article 3 proposes to spend $1.25 million to clean up the hydraulic spill that took place on the Medway block site once upon a time. Now that the town owns it, we have an obligation to clean up the site and make it available clean for future use. Article 4 proposes to borrow money to complete the reconstruction of the high school culvert. The culvert under the main road going into the high school is failing, and that absolutely needs to get done, and this will help us get that done this summer. Article 5 is prior year bills. We have a little over $2,000 in bills that need to be paid, and they will come out of the Department of Public Works and Water Enterprise accounts to pay those bills, and that requires a 4/5 vote by town meeting. Article 6 is a free cash transfer to our capital stabilization fund. We're constantly trying to put money in there when we can for our future capital needs. Article 7 proposes to transfer $100,000 in free cash to our general stabilization fund, and that's for a rainy day, and we hope we never touch that. Article 8 proposes to raise and appropriate funds to supplement the building department budget and the treasurer collector's budget this year. We would like to add $12,500 to the building department budget and $6,000 to the treasurer collector's budget. Article 9 and Article 10 propose to use Community Preservation Act funds to build a pavilion at 50 Winthrop Street, which is where the community farm is located, and to buy some land off of Shaw Street that will give us access to the Charles River. So it would be used for open space purposes, and hopefully one day there could be a kayak launch there or something. Article 12 and Article 13 both repurpose water project money. The water treatment plant, as you know, is completed, and some of those funds that were allocated for that, which are no longer needed, we would like to use to rehabilitate the Village Street pump station and to do a PFAS study for the water treatment plant, because we know at some point in the future we'll need to address that, given the law that is in place. And then Article 14 and 15, we're repurposing prior monetary articles. Money was given to the school department and the library to complete projects. Those projects are completed and they have leftover funds, so they'd like to use them for other purposes. The library would be for window treatments and carpet, which need replacement, and the school has a couple of projects they need to do, which is some site drainage work at the McGovern School, and to complete the outdoor classroom at the Memorial School. Article 16 is a borrowing to provide matching grant funds for a stormwater project. Our DPW was awarded a grant to do this, and it's our matching portion of about 20%. Article 17 is to provide a spending limit for our tree preservation revolving account. That was just approved at the annual town meeting in 2024, and it's just setting the limit at $30,000. Article 18 just is to allow the town to increase the property tax exemptions that are available to our veterans, which we think will be very helpful, and we're looking forward to being able to implement that in July of 2025. Article 19 is, this one's exciting. I'm sure some people will appreciate this. If you pay your dog license fee late, we are proposing to reduce that fee from $50 to $25. I think that will be a popular item. Article 20, we're proposing to amend the general bylaws to reduce the number on the Economic Development Committee from 7 members to 5. It will help us get the work of that committee done more easily. Article 21 proposes to amend the zoning bylaw to allow the Design Review Committee to have 21 days to review a sign permit or facade review permit. They currently have 15 days. Based on their meeting schedule, they need that extra time. Article 22 amends the zoning bylaw, basically the table of uses. It's removing ski areas, which we don't really have the opportunity to do in town, as we all know, and add food pantry. And basically, food pantry would be allowed in an industrial district with a permit in a commercial district, and wouldn't be allowed in an agricultural residential district. And then the last article on the warrant is to amend the zoning bylaw, the Central Business District, and some Oak Grove Park District parcels. And that just allows a change in the front setback for multifamily housing to 10 feet. It allows the 4-story height of a building to be 45 feet. And also in the Oak Grove district, a gas station can have the pumps on the side of the building versus just in front of the building, and also would conform to the 4-story height of 45 feet. I hope this quick run through of what the warrant articles are will help you take a fresh look at the warrant articles. And if you have any questions ahead of town meeting, please feel free to call the town manager's office. We're happy to answer any questions, or any department if it's related to another department. We're here to answer questions.
Look forward to seeing you at the meeting and hearing about what matters to you most. By attending and participating, you're shaping the future of our town. Thank you for taking an active role in our community. We'll see you at town meeting.